To get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 15. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set! 319! 319!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! 319! 319!
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken it around the 40. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 50, it's Love. And his throw is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Leopard! All right, here we go. Blue, landing!
And they'll run it here. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. 319! 319!
And they'll go on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go now. Blue
90. Looking to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Flush to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Locke. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. The give is to Jones. Oh, what a move. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That good for 19 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Now Jones. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Locke. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
You thinking that might be a better way to go?
Instead of your kicker, yeah.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Now let's go. 3:19. 3:19.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Leopard. Leopard.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
A give to Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Be right.
Here's Locke. Dancing to his left. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Flushed out right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a handoff looking right. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Hurry up. Here we go. 319. 319.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough third and 18.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. And in this weather, and I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether we're going to wear a glove, not wear a glove. How cold is it? You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Leopard! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
3-19!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Being chased out left. Now a hit and lost the football. It's out, and the Patriots have it. Certainly not what this offense wants to see. Andrew Luck down and appears to be in some pain. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll set up a throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I got two. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Detroit. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's the backup Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot, hot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Rudolph. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. On third down, it's Jones. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Nice hit, boy. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now Luck on third and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Look at the spin. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And that is incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. New England on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have just it on the ground.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st down, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now they'll run it on the toss. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Block on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And they'll run it here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. 319. 319. Hot. Hot.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, 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 gone. Hot.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Patriots send out their punter, standing right around the midfield stripe. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. 1 possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Patriots, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year.